This is Ambu bag. You can see this is a valve, this is the bag, and this is a self reservoir bag of Ambu bag. Ambu bag is a valve mass abbreviated to BMV and sometimes known by the property name Ambu bag, or generically as a manual resuscitator or self-inflating bag, is a handheld device commonly used to provide positive pressure ventilation to patients who are not breathing or not breathing properly. Ambu bag, ideal pipe should have no forward leak, no backward leak. It should have low resistance, minimal dead space, self-inflating bag, lightweight, minimal opening pressure, transparency, reliability and durability. This is our laryngoscope. This laryngoscope handle, and this is the blade of the laryngoscope. This is the handle and this is the blade. This is the size 1 laryngoscope, size 2, size 3 and size 4. This is the Macintosh blade, which is a curved blade, and this is the Miller blade, which is a straight blade used for pediatric population. Laryngoscope curved blade, as I told you, this is the Macintosh blade, straight blade Magill's. Battery in the handle. Check whether the bulb is working before use. Use with the left hand. Laryngoscope should be held in the left hand. Put it from the right side of the mouth. Groove in the left side of the blade is for the keep the tongue apart and lift it. This is the technique of laryngoscope insertion. Laryngoscope blade is held in the left hand. Tube is introduced from the right side. It should be held in the right side, and this when we lift the epiglottis and endotracheal tube is inserted through the vocal cord. Now the endotracheal tube, there is a two type of endotracheal tube, cuffed and uncuffed. Uncuffed is used for the pediatric population. How to describe an endotracheal tube? It is cuff or not cuff, its internal diameter, its main part from above downward, universal airway connector, tube, radiopaque line, it has pilot balloon or not, which is the cuff type, low pressure cuff or high pressure cuff, Murphy's eye is present or not, black line is present or not. This is the anatomy of the tube. As I told you, this is the air filled cuff, typically contain 5 to 10 ml of air. This is the transparent PVC tubing, as you see this. This is the pilot balloon. This is the spring loaded one way valve. We can push air in this and air cannot be not be deflated automatically. We have to deflate it. So it is a spring loaded one way valve. Above the cuff there is a suction port. We have a standard 50 mm universal connector, the Magill's curve. This is known as the Magill's curve. It is 140 mm radius. Now bevel, this is the bevel of the tube, this is the bevel of the tube. Okay. And this is the Murphy's eye. Murphy's eyes give insurance that even if the primary opening is occluded by the secretion and another way, ventilation will still occur. Bevel, patient end has a slant portion. This is the slant portion, this is the bevel at an acute angle to the longitudinal axis. It is an acute angle. Its opening face to the left when viewed from the concave surface. Angle of bevel in the oral tube is 45 degree and in the nasal tube it is 30 degree. During nasal intubation, bevel should be facing up to avoid tip from impinging on the epiglottis. This bevel should be facing up. Now, as you see, when there is a no bevel, the visualization is obscure. When the bevel is present, the visualization of vocal cords is very easy. So, bevel has this use. The left facing bevel tip improve the view of the vocal cords during laryngoscopy. It is offer a narrow point with which the part of the vocal cord. It increase the diameter of the primary opening and make it less likely to be occluded by the secretion. Murphy's eye, area of Murphy's eye, this Murphy's eye area should be less than 80% of the cross section area of the tube. It reduces the trauma during nasal intubation. Disadvantage, everything has advantage and disadvantage. The disadvantage of Murphy's eye, the accumulation of secretion and inadvertent passage of forceps or fibroscope or suction catheter can be passed through it. So there is a disadvantage of this. Tracheal tube lacking the Murphy's eye are called Megill type of tube. Endotracheal tube importance, it has universal airway connector, which I show you in the last slide, which is 15 mm universal airway connector. External diameter is same as the every tube, it is 15 mm fixed. Tube internal diameter is to be changed by patient to patient. For female we have to use 7 to 8 mm internal diameter tube, and for the male we have to use 8 to 10 mm internal diameter tube. Tube has radio opaque line, we can identify it radiologically. In the chest x-ray we can see the endotracheal tube. Pilot balloon, it is used to inflate the cuff, and inflating bag, which is the cuff of the tube, it should be inflated by the 5 to 10 ml of air. Standard marking on the endotracheal tube, the marking are situated on the bevel side above the cuff and read from patient end to machine end. Some things are written on the tube, words oral or nasal or oronasal. Internal diameter in millimeter, as I told you, external diameter is the fixed, but internal diameter is changed. For female it is 7 to 8 mm, and for the male it is 8 to 9 mm. External diameter for tube size 6 and smaller. With the tube size 6 and smaller, their external diameter also written on the endotracheal tube. Manufacturer name, that is Thomson, Vortex, or who has made this tube, or there is a trademark. Tube has graduated marking showing the distance in the centimeter from the patient end, from the patient carina to the lip. Precautions are usually noted, it is disposable, do not reuse. There is a mention in the tube that is disposable and do not reuse. But we are using the endotracheal tube by doing ETO. Implantation test, IT or Z79, indicating the tube has been tested for tissue toxicity and accomplished ANCI standard. Opaque line may also be included at the patient end or along the full length. Endotracheal tube importance, it is a high pressure, low volume cuff. So there is a high risk of aspiration and pressure necrosis. When there is a low pressure, high volume cuff, so there is a low risk of aspiration and pressure necrosis. Two black line, vocal cord should be in between the two black line, so the risk of damage is reduced. And there is a Murphy's eye to keep patient T when secretion block the tube. There is at least Murphy's eye is there for ventilation to keep the patency of upper right bronchus. Use for now the where endotracheal tube has been uses. There is a uses of the endotracheal tube for mechanical ventilation, for intermittent positive pressure ventilation, during resuscitation, direct suctioning of trachea in the meconium aspiration, in epiglottitis and life-threatening croup, in diphtheria, in angioneurotic edema. Why we prefer non-cuff tube or Megill's tube in the pediatric population? Because their narrowest place is at the cricoid. So tube fits nicely, and there is a subglottic narrowing at the cricoid area. So we have to use smaller size of tube in pediatric population. In adult, the narrowest portion is the vocal cord, but in the pediatric population there is a subglottic. Cricoid area is the narrowest portion. There is a complication, mechanical trauma to the tongue, teeth, palate, pharynx, larynx during intubation. Stimulation of posterior pharyngeal wall leading to coughing, vomiting or vasovagal episode. Prolonged intubation may cause pressure necrosis of laryngeal structure leading to persistent hoarseness, and there is a chances of pneumothorax also. So this tube, this is 2.5 size of endotracheal tube. This is 3, 3.5, 4, 4.5, 5 and 5.5. All these tube are pediatric endotracheal tube. These all are non-cuff tubes. So there is a some formula for uncuffed tube. Size marking should be towards the patient end. Ideal tube with adult male is 8.5 and adult female is 7.5. There is a size of 7 to 8, but if we have to mention one size, then adult female ideal tube is 7.5 and for adult male it is 8.5. So for 3 months of less for pediatric population, it is 3 mm internal diameter. For 3 to 9 months, it is 3.5 mm internal diameter. For older than 1 year, for which internal diameter has to be used, this is a formula: 16 plus age in years by 4. So when the patient Younger than 6 years is 3.75 plus age in year about by 3. Older than 6 years is 4.5 plus age in year divided by 4. This internal diameter of tube should be used. Choosing a tube whose external diameter is same width as a distal phalanx of the patient little finger, not so accurate but can be used when patient age is unknown, when we don't know the. So class, I have taught you about the endotracheal tube, all type of endotracheal tube, Meigels tube, tube for adult population, tube for pediatric population. Our next class should be on the DLT, Univene tube and other type of tubes. So you have to learn about the tube. I will ask questions about the endotracheal tube and I will teach you about the DLT and other instruments of anesthesia. Okay, thank you.